Hello all, Seriously is here, back for some more Pursuing Paradise, and I'm on a space station. We have a couple of space stations to go and visit from the teleporter today. Already did some warping. If we're done, we'll show the process I was doing at the end. But let's go check out some planets. What do we got here? This one, Paradise Planet, that was the one that was tempting to me, but I think it has a red or an orange sky, so we'll see. But there's something else here. This one I think has like a yellow sky and it has activated copper, so I want to go check it. Maybe it has chromatic filter, there's stuff to check. And this is a desert with a blue sky, so we're gonna go take a peek at some stuff here before the next space station. Didn't take a peek at any of these planets yet, just warped in the freighter and did a scan. Ooh, that is a very, very green sky actually with activated copper, like a hyper green on green. Okay, well let's go check it. Activated copper, huh? Okay. We should listen for raindrops as we go through the cloud layer, even if it's not raining. Yeah. I'm hearing a couple pings of moisture hitting the hull of the ship. And yeah, you can see it falling, so this is not an activated copper planet that has the non-hazardous storms. And it's extremely green. Not my favorite kind of green. That is like neon puke green. No thanks. Moving along. We don't need to land. Let's see. There's got to be something better here. There's the other one. Yeah, orange sky, Paradise Planet. Let's go take a peek. Orange isn't my least favorite, and some of the oranges are very light and mild. I don't think it goes with this teal grass color, but we'll see. Let's go to the light-hand side, which is also the right-hand side. And the thing that we're specifically looking for today is floating island planets that look really, really nice that I want to build on my other save. So that's what we're looking for. This is probably not a contender given the orange sky, but we'll see. We shall see. Also, look at that. It doesn't have floating islands, so that's out. But while we're here, let's take a peek at these. Ooh, it's got the bubbles. Pretty nice scene. But no, I don't think so. Not for me. It's very peachy. This is the orange sky that I appreciate, but not with this bright teal, I don't think. I don't know what I want peachy with, but I think I want peachy grass and blue sky. Can we get that? Alright. Where is that desert? Let's go take a peek at that. Looks like it. Yeah, that's it. Todd O'Neill 8 W8. Todd O'Neill weight. Object of interest. It is definitely not of interest to me.
Technology recharge.
So I'm not specifically looking for any desert planets at the moment, but hey, a blue sky caught my eye. I thought we'd go take a peek at it. Shame the Paradise Planet couldn't have a blue sky. I think blue sky goes very nicely, or purple, with that bright teal grass color. Hey, look at that, actual cactus plants, sandy desert. I sort of want to land here and take a peek at the weather. I mean, we can already look. Extreme wind blasting, but it's in white. I don't think we're going to get very many storms here. Oh no, it's red. See, there you go. That's why you gotta land. The discovery menu doesn't tell you everything, so we will get pretty severe storms here. Beetles. only 6 animals. Maybe we could stick for a minute. Now, we got other planets to see. This is very nice, though, for a desert, I think. Except, well, I sort of want to see the storms. But we're going. See you later, Tadano. And I think the fastest way to get to a teleporter is to call in our freighter. And we'll head to the next system. Without warping, we'll just teleport there. Yay. So, space stations, and it should be starting here. Unigano, then Inform, I thought that was really neat, and Doppelgore. Unigo, or whatever. I don't remember what's in each of these systems, but there should be at least one Lush planet for us to look at. Maybe no guarantee that it is going to be nice or has floating islands, because I haven't looked. Just went to a bunch of 1-star conflict level systems, regardless of what they had in them. So we have a swamp planet here with red skies. That might be interesting. I don't know what the red sky looks like on swamps. But we have a Viridescent Planet, a Flourishing Planet, Oolomp, the swamp, a Desolate Moon, and 2 swamps, Frozen Moon, Desolate Moon. Okay, so we got Ushir and Iwujirer. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, where are our planets at? That's one of them, right there, Flourishing Planet. That's right, this one should have purple sky, and the other one has a terrible sky color, so we're not going to go look at it. We can look at it from space. But hey, purple sky with brown grass, that's something I'll look at, even if it's not an actual paradise planet. These days, the name Paradise Planet doesn't mean much again. It's just another procedural title. So, this can have perfect weather. We don't know till we get there. And then, you have to memorize all the procedural title names for perfect weather. Blissful's one, Mostly Calm. Is always calm. Yeah, so gotta know these things. I think I saw mountainous terrain, and that turns me off right away, but I want to go more sunside. That should do. What are we at? Right over here. Okay, well there are some mountains, but it's not maybe mountainous. No, not really. It's sort of hilly. Purple trees. No floating islands. That's a pretty dull purple sky, unfortunately. Nothing fancy here. Actually, it looks rather sparse because of the hills and the lack of trees. Oh, there they are. Okay. They're just not spawning in, I see. No, I don't think this one speaks to me. You guys like this one? Whoops, that's the wrong button. There we go. Ice and Tam Galaxy. Not keen. I forgot to show the glyphs of the previous system. Sorry about that. Let me know if you liked what we saw there. Okay, where is the other planet? We can just do this. There it is over there. Yeah. Ooh, that might be purple, but it looks red to me. Let's go. Let's go closer. And get that off of our mark. There we go. Yeah, hard to tell from distance because right at the tips is where you have to look, and it might be purple with a red haze. worth getting a closer look, I suppose. It's far away. We're definitely calling the freighter in to warp to our next star system after this, that's for sure. Did we did not boost engines. There we go. Not that that, I think, has any actual effect now that we're in pulse. I actually think the engines only boost your boost power, not your pulse power, so not much reason for us to change our settings. Yeah, I'm almost sure that's a purple sky. Let's go over to the light. Can't see if we have any good landing sites here. It's very dark. I don't know why it's so dark. Is that water? Yeah, I think it is. No, it's not. This is very interesting and not what I expected at all. This is a lot nicer than that other planet. It almost looks like we're already underwater. Look at this weird fog effect. Okay, we're gonna land. Probably gonna say boundary failing because I see some bubbles in the air. No, just external temperature. 40 degrees Celsius. That's very hot. I thought it was hot where I am right now. Wow. 10 animals here. We have some water here too, so some of them will be underwater. Got one of those weird burrowing creatures. Yeah, not too shabby. I do like that pinky purple with this teal and this haze. It's sort of weird. Like, I don't know that I've noticed this before. I don't know if this is just a bug with my graphics right now, but like the sky doesn't appear to have that haze. That the mountains and even trees right here, these mushroom trees, are in a haze. Interesting. No floating islands though. Alright, let's take a peek at some other stuff. Well, I'm glad we checked. Way nicer than I thought it would be from a distance. That looked like it was just bright orange with red sky. Well, it's unfortunate that we haven't found anything at all, but floating islands are not exactly the most common thing. Don't wave at me, I'm not talking to you today. Alright, space stations. So we went to there, we want to go Inform and Doppelgore. Okay, let's go to see Inform first. Inform ourselves about what's there. Pink and orange, huh? Alright, well, it's a choice. It's okay. Looks like we have a green space color here too. I can sort of tell by the background lighting on the gray here. Yeah, look at that. That's very green. Purple or pink by the sun, but I bet over here it is... Ooh, that's interesting. The nebula color is sort of orange or yellow. So at night, it might not be this terrible green color everywhere in the sky. But look at that. Bright blue sky, orange grass. Let's go take a peek. Fingers are crossed for some floating islands. Does not appear to be so. That's a shame. That would have been a nice color combo. Ooh, and it's got a hypersaturation filter. Look how bright the orange got and the blue of the sky. That's pretty neat. That's a little bit mountainous for my liking, but we have these flowers here too. We're definitely taking a peek here. I'm wondering if we will have any floral fauna on this planet. A lot of the planets with these sorts of flora do, but not all.
Units received. Units received.
Ooh, we got a Diplo.
Units received. Units received.
An actual Diplo, right, John? Hello. No. Here's a pellet. Didn't mean to scare you. Wow, you can reach the pellet from all the way up there, can you? All right, neat. Don't get too close to that mouth. It's got a vacuum suction power on it. Bird.
Units received.
That's 5 out of 5, so no floral fauna here. But some free nanites, I'll take that. Very nice. I like this planet a lot. I don't have any particular build ideas here, though, so if you guys like this one, let's get a screenshot. Oh, let's turn off that terrible vignette. There we go. Nice and easy. Did it show the glyph address? There's the glyph address again. Yeah, pretty nice. Right outside the space station as well. Now the economy here is not going to be great. I was not looking at economy. That 2-star, not bad. Might have gone to some 1-star economies today. Didn't care about that. Was only looking at conflict level and if it was a yellow star or not. A little bit faster and less loud to land on a space station. So let's land on the space station instead of the freighter. Oh, the freighter wasn't even here, was it? Because, yeah, that's right, we warped from the freighter. Well, that was nice and fast. We're going to have some time to do some warping at the end. Because we only got to go to Doppelgore, or whatever it was, Doppelgole. Doppelgore, Novo. Lots of O's in that one. It's a neat name, though. Almost as good as Inform. Ooh, pink. 6 planets here. Before we go anywhere, let's take a peek. I see a yellow sky right out the gate. Okay. Yeah, this one caught my eye because Verdant Planet, Paradise Planet, Viridescent Planet, 3 in one system. 2 of them have terrible sky colors. We're gonna have to go check because, you know, filters could be stuff. But I think one of them was worth looking at anyway, so it got on the list. I don't think this is one of them right out of the gate here. Let's take a peek down. No, that's the metallic planet, but a yellow sky right out the gate is a bad sign. Paradise Planet, orange sky, womp womp. But like I said, peach could be nice, but if we look here, Aomana has blue grass. And as we saw at the beginning, I don't really care for the blue grass peach sky combo. So orange or peach doesn't matter. It's probably not going to be to my taste. Also, no floating islands. Yeah, no, this is more of creamsicle orange. Hey, we'll take a peek at that, I suppose. Yeah, it's very bright orange. Look at the gray of my ship. It's very orange. No thanks. Nope, nothing here. Nothing to see here. C-class pistol. Blah. Alright. Where is our next target then, since that was a waste of time? There's one with a yellow sky. Woo! I hope the other... Was it also Viridescent Planet? No, this is Verdant. Yeah, the other one should be Viridescent. And I think that one has a purple. Can't remember. What's old Ulrich got? No floating islands. Definitely appears to be no chromatic filter. So just a regular yellow sky. What point of the sun? Hard to say. Regular. That's sort of... That's not the worst yellow. It's very, very, very bright, but it's very pastel, like a banana popsicle or something. I still don't like how it makes the yellow, everything yellow on me and the ship, but yeah, I've seen worse yellow skies, that's for sure. It's very muted. It's not neon. Like that green sky we saw earlier. Normally I like green skies, but that was just awful. So, yeah, alright. And is that our guy over there with the rings? No, we're looking for this one here. Which is over behind that planet. Okay. This planet, I should say. Oh, maybe it doesn't have a good sky color. That doesn't appear good from here. We'll see. Maybe I had a better view from the space station. How far away? Oh, wait, yeah, maybe that's blue or green. Doesn't look purple. Once again, very, very far away. Very bright pink grass and blue water from here. We'll see what it looks like in atmosphere. I also like the space background color here. So that's something to consider. Yeah, that's a green sky with maybe orange haze. Now, orange and pink I don't think is a good combo, as I mentioned on that space station, but maybe the haze color will be pretty muted. No, I'm not interested. I wish I could just decline this right now. No, not interested. Alright, also, still no floating islands, so we didn't find any of those today. Yeah, that's not a bad combo. I mean, it does color the gray of your ship, or the silvers, or whites, makes it all green. Look at those shelters in front of us, look at the shadows on them. Very green. But, you know, it's a good combo here. Ooh, look at that bug. And a protogek with a terrible face. Sorry, buddy, I'm just calling it as I sees it. We'll check that out in the Discovery. Oh yeah, guy, what are these things over your eyes? Armor? Okay, I mean, I guess that's useful and practical, but... Ooh, two birds. Oh, double-winged parrot. That's sort of neat. Okay, no, I've seen these before. It's got like a bird of paradise tail, too. Well, yeah, this is a fairly nice planet. How many more animals to scan? 14. We're not doing all of that. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't think I'm going to be building here, so there's 3 targets in this system. If you like anything we've seen here today. There's that glyph address. Nice at sunset too. Okay, where's my ship at? Let's go call the freighter in, and we'll do a warp or two to show you what I've been doing to get this episode ready. It didn't take a lot of effort because, you know, I just didn't want to include that in the stream, except maybe to show it at the end here like this. Because it's extra time that we don't get to look at planets. We probably only would have got to look at 2 or 3 planets if we also had to do the searching and warping. I mean, teleporting is the same amount of time as warping, so the searching is really the minorly time-consuming thing that we add on here. So, one thing I like to do is make sure I am pointed towards my green stairs when I activate this, because if you're in single player, at least, when you leave the warp, you'll be facing in the same direction, and we can run straight up to our scanner over there. If I'm facing like this when I activate it, I'll be pointed at the teleporter. So, face at the green stairs, go into the galaxy map, and I just point at some yellow stars, and I make sure that the sword cross is a 1. And that's about it. There's a 1. It's Korvax. It's got multiple planets. Sounds good to me. Let's go see what these Korvax got. And then we activate the scanner. If there's anything we like, we go to the space station and go back to the ship and warp again. 5 planets and a moon. Great. We have a fiery planet, Paradise Planet with brown grass, very promising. Sporal colony. I like this. This is one of my favorite glitch decoration planets. A swamp, 2 swamps. No, that's a fungal planet. A swamp and a Paradise Planet. I want to go into space to see if the sky color. This was part of the process too. So it's added to the time, because there's no point in putting a space station on the list just by looking at the discovery menu if the sky color is terrible. Very nice background space color. That's our planet over there. That looks to have the same kind of green hyper puke color that we saw earlier. From here, that's what it looks like. Normally, what I would do in this situation is say, that's promising enough, especially with this really cool space background color here. I'm going to screenshot of this. There's the glyph address here. Look at that. That's a space screenshot. Yeah, normally I would just go straight to the space station from here, because that looked promising enough, but... Ooh, hello. What are you? That's a Sporal planet? I can't tell, but that might be actually a red sky. Let's go over to that planet and see if I'm right about the sky color instead of finding a new star system, because I would go to the space station, I'd go back to the ship, and we'd warp again. I already covered that part. That's what we do. And I showed you what I was doing. Finding 1 star conflict level, yellow stars of any species in the Ice-Temp galaxy. Warping, scanning, looking for Paradise, Verdant, Viridescent, Lush, any kind of Lush planet. Alright, no floating islands. We've got red splotches, very green and purple trees. And no, the sky color is not super... I mean, it's got a little bit of puke on the haze color, but it's sort of a minty green. Not too shabby. Alright, let's land. Could be worse. We've seen worse today, for sure. Oh, I wasn't paying any attention. Hop in. Hop out. Light showers. That is another Paradise Planet name. It's not going to rain here, probably.
Units received.
7 creatures. Alright, this one might be one for a zoology as well. All right, that's going to be it for today, everybody. Till next time, have a good time.